The market's pumping, Luna Classic on the move again, and Binance truly showing their support, unwavering in fact, for Terra Luna Classic. Now, what's going on in the background? Are we about to see a big, strong price move on Luna Classic? Well, I'm about to break it down for you in this video because this one is pretty interesting. If that's something you're interested in and you want to stay up to date with everything in the cryptocurrency market, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you're still holding LUNC, smash that like button. And that being said, let's take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market right now. 1.69 trillion. We did very much test 44,000 once again on Bitcoin, got rejected. However, it does look like the market trying to move again. Everybody anticipating a potential ETF launch tomorrow. What's that going to do to the market? Well, time will tell, but expectation will be buy the rumor, sell the news. Now, we can see there Bitcoin 43,671, Ethereum holding around 2339. Down the list we go though, heading up into the kind of high 70s into the 80s, and we find Terra Luna Classic here at the 83rd highest ranked cryptocurrency, currently trading around the 1433 range, about 2% up on the day, but a very, very good day in fact for Luna Classic. Look on the 7 days, we are quite volatile, but I want to show you a very important metric that I don't see a lot of people talking about, why I am very bullish on what might happen very soon for LUNC. 43 million, the volume, always worthwhile referencing given the Binance burn is continuing. And again, Richard Teng and the Binance team showing their unwavering support for Luna Classic. So let's get into it. What do we get? Well, we got a fairly big burn, 5.659. The total, I think, 5.35 from Binance burned once again for Luna Classic. A big dent in the supply, albeit, yes, I hear what you're saying, we have much more work to do, but we'll take these burns, these continuation, the first of the year, another big burn coming in from Binance. What does it do in terms of statistics? Again, we see this continuation of people staking Luna Classic. Good news, people returning to the chain and still holding around 50 million is a good amount of volume going through Luna Classic. The debate about tax does seem to have dwindled and moved away, which is probably a good thing right now, in my opinion. And we come back to building on the chain. I'm going to show you some interesting things in just a minute. What do we got going on over on governance? Well, this usual burn the 8 million USTC supply, move on. It's not going to happen. They blacklisted it. There is different ways we can skin a cat. We just need to move on with this one. However, we did get the Genuine Labs Terra Classic development proposal passed. That's 16K to come out of our community pool. Don't forget, this will come out. It's not done it yet, but they are coming to commit to building and integrating with the L1. So this will be the first proposal that we funded since the kind of whole quant algo team that didn't really pay forward, didn't really do anything to the price. The biggest price mover was TFL and their support and their liquidity injection coming not only in the Luna Classic, the Luna ecosystem, but the overall Cosmos and Luna part. So again, this one will come through. You can see what they're basically going to be doing. Collaborate with the L1 teams to integrate the IBC hooks and packet forward middleware into Terra Classic as outlined in the benefits. And there's a big list there. Obviously 6 weeks, 16K. Now the question here is, how do we hold these to account? Where is the verification of what they're doing? And ultimately, when are we going to see what that looks like? Remember, we did do this, the pay per job proposal, of which we all agreed that there was the right thing. So again, I want to be seeing proof of what they're doing. I want weekly updates. I want it on social media. I want it on, obviously we passed the Commonwealth to have our updates on there. I want to see a real finite tooth comb going through what they've done, because ultimately we are investing. And this is the point I think people miss. We are investing in them doing this work. It's a paid work. It's not just some random meme coin as much as people think it is. So I want to see this work coming through, and I think it's important. Now, all of that culminates in a very interesting statistic. Now, you might have known, I've talked about this a few times before, the DeFi Llama, ultimately the TVL on the chain, the total value locked within Luna Classic. Now, what you can see is we were trending under 2 million for quite some time, 1.56. I think the last time I really looked at this with you guys on a video, we were about 1 million. What you can see is significant increase. What does this mean? It means volume and utility is coming. I think that's always worthwhile bearing in mind. 4.32 million. Now, is it going to set the world on fire? Absolutely not. It's still very, very low. But what we are starting to see is a little bit of volume coming in around DEXs, some protocols, Astroport Classic and liquid staking, a number of others. This is what we need. You see these on the big chains. Arbitrum's one that I definitely need to look at. $2.49 billion locked in on Arbitrum. Lots of people coming in. Equally BSC, 3 billion. Even if you started to look into some of the smaller chains, 441 million on base, Cardano's doing about 414, Kronos 359. So even those smaller chains, that's the important bit. That's where we're starting to see a little bit of value locked within the Terra Classic chain. I think it's important. Even if you were to take a look at Luna as an example, you can see there Terra 2 currently around 33 million on there as well, equally getting a nice little price spike. Astroport, Ultradex, White Whale Dex all getting a bit of a benefit, and ultimately Terra Luna Classic will obviously benefit at the same time as well. So these are good signs. These are good indications that life is returning. Now we are a long way away. Obviously I'm not talking about being back at $200 like some other people do. I'm not talking about that, but it is definitely encouraging to see. So let's take a look at the price right now. We are up about 3.5%, holding that 14.3. We do want to see this push to around 15.4. Obviously, on the macro side of things, this big run up here where the TFL announcement was made. We have, unfortunately, and it's just been in a downward trend since then. However, we still are not back where we were prior to that move, which was down here in the 7s. So still definitely some potential with Luna Classic. Like I said, it's similar to another couple of chains. We need to get some positive news. We need to get something that people can get excited about. We know there is money waiting to come in. We're on the 4-hour chart here, so we actually printed some nice green candles in line with the rest of the market starting to move as well. So lots to come, I think, and due a potential break above. We did test this higher range here, and again back here, looking like we want to break above this 15.4 line. That's a key point. Above 15.4, solid. We might start to see a significant move once again to the upside. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of the Binance burn? And more importantly, what do you think of the value coming to the chain? Important metrics. 2024 could be a big year for Luna Classic. As ever, it's going to be a big year for us guys in cryptocurrency. So subscribe to the channel so you keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.